Action! Good morning, welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com. I'm Kevin Kaufman, that's Fred Weaver. We're Group 4610, Arizona's premier short sale team.
And I'm sleepy, dude.
It's been 48
hours
and Fred is still on hold with PHH Mortgage. Amazing that it's been 48 hours and we're still on hold.
No, seriously though, that's 45 real minutes in actual time.
Now, if that's not freaky, I don't know what is. Today is Freaky Friday on ShortSalePowerHour.com.
And this episode is going to be a follow-up to one we did about some Freddie Mac BPO
I want to say it was on the
disputes
27th or so of October was when we aired the first part of this episode.
But if PHH does actually come on the line, then we will scrap the current episode.
Absolutely.
All right, so here's the deal, guys. I actually don't remember what specifically I shared in that episode.
Well, we're talking about BPO agents and whether or not how some of the valuations were coming in, and not even specifically the BPO agent. But it's one thing when the BPO is bad and the agent didn't do a great job. But it's a whole other thing when you bring that to the attention of the servicer and the investor, and they don't see it either.
Well, no, because
like when you provide them actual data and proof that they're wrong.
So I told about a story where the BPO came back at $80,000 and our offer was $66,000. There was something like 23 listings in the community. Nothing had sold in the prior 90 to 120 days. And there was one REO active comp that was in the subdivision that happened to be owned by the same investor that was the investor on our short sale, Freddie Mac. And so I brought that to their attention, and rather than going, you know, I mean, of course, I've never actually really had anybody apologize. Maybe that one MI company apologized to you and thanked you for your persistence, but they don't usually apologize and say, "Oh, we're sorry, we made a mistake."
No, you don't hear that.
Thank you so much for bringing this to our attention.
You just helped us lose $10,000 less.
Yeah, we're so glad you helped us save money. They don't usually do that, which is why I don't care about them. I'm only interested in caring about the homeowner. In the process, I'm going to help them, but I don't care about them. I care about homeowners.
Couldn't give a rip about them, dude.
So anyway, 80,000, 66, active REO at 67.9. So they do their BPO reconciliation, Freddie Mac does, right? And they come back and they say, we need the buyer to bring up the offer to 70,000. I said, 70,000? I said, hold on a minute. First it was 80. Then I said, my offer is 66. It's the only offer on any of the properties in the entire community. There is
including that active at 67.
There's no offer on the 67.9. And you're telling me that it's worth 70. I said, so are you going to raise the price of your active REO to 70 as well, and you expect a buyer today? And it literally was kind of like, what are you talking about?
I feel dumber for having had to listen to this again.
So here's the deal. I got him to finally agree that we would use 67.9 as the actual value, okay? And I got them to also go ahead and then approve the deal. So I do now in my hands have a complete approval. That short sale's closing later this month.
But you had another challenge at the same time.
But another challenge on another file that I think I briefly mentioned to you guys. This is a property that's under contract at $109,000. I provided 6 sold comps between $92,000 and $116,000. Only one of them was higher than 110, that 116 comp. That have all sold since August 1st. So the last 100 days.
Sold comps. You didn't even have to look for active comps. Sold comps.
Now there's a couple sold comps from this summer that justify like 120 to 130.
Yeah, well, this summer,
meaning prior to August,
we had people who were getting tax credits for $8,000 or whatever that was for, and
but literally Freddie Mac looked at my BPO dispute, reconciled it, and brought the value from 130 down to 120. So I had to get back on the phone this morning.
No sold comps in the last 3 months that was high as 120. Yet they went. That's like saying, okay, I'll come down, but I'm still not wrong. I refuse for you to say that I was wrong.
Well, and you know what? Even if there was 1 or 2 sold comps, there's still more sold comps between 90 and 110 than there are between 110 and 130. What makes you believe that the home's worth that? Like you've got the pristine one, like yours is the great one, Freddie Mac? No wonder you're foreclosing on properties. No wonder you're losing money. No wonder my tax dollars are going to bail you out. No wonder I pretty much own half of your company as a U.S. citizen.
When are you guys going to get it?
I'm a little frustrated today. So
you know what? We had that hypothetical interview with the Freddie Mac CEO. We need to make that happen for real.
I agree.
Dude, contact us. We're going to interview you.
Bob Kimball.
We've got some
No,
talk.
is it Robert Kimball?
I don't remember.
Maybe Robert Kimball's the head of the foreclosure loss mitt.
Let's make that happen. I want to know, like, what's the thought process there? Because anybody who, educated or not, third grade math. If you understand third grade math, you should understand the comp system. You should understand that if you don't have a comp that supports $120,000, that the home cannot possibly be worth $120,000. Like, third graders know that stuff.
I got a great idea. Don't tell our staff this. We're going to fire all of them. We're going to hire third graders because it's cheaper labor. I think we can get them for cheaper.
Completely.
I think we can pay them in balloons and candy.
Yes, absolutely.
Balloons and candy, and we're going to have them do all our work for us.
Yeah, and McDonald's.
In fact, we're going to send them all to Virginia as well to go hang out at the Freddie Mac building, and maybe they can produce more results.
I'm starting to think John Newman is right. We should have staged.
All right, so we're a little cynical today, but here's the deal, guys. I will give it to Freddie Mac. They did go back and relook at my comps, and they are now doing a second reconciliation. But the point is this, Freddie Mac, you don't know how to sell homes.
Shouldn't take a first reconciliation.
Trust the agents that are selling them to give you the data and know that we know what's going on. And the other point I didn't even bring up this whole episode is don't tell me that active REO comps can't be considered. Because active REO comps that are priced below the solds shows a downward trend. Depreciation is the big word we use for it after you get out of the third grade. Show a depreciating trend in those comps in that neighborhood. Those absolutely should be considered. In fact, if those active REOs were higher than the sold comps, I absolutely know you would consider them because you're greedy. Period. End of story.
And you don't like to be wrong, guys. So moral of the story is, take your head out. Let's get some deals closed.
But thank you for answering the phone quicker than PHH.
Quit taking my tax money. Run your company efficiently and effectively, and quit being a parasite. I'm done.
Parasite.
They're a parasite to taxpayers.
1, 2, 3. Short sale power hour! Short sale power hour!
Tapeworm.
Kush.
I don't even think that turned off.
Oh, hello. How are you? Man, I have been waiting to speak to you for 52 minutes. You are right in time. You know, I would love to give you my loan number, but I've actually forgotten it and lost the paperwork. I think it disintegrated. Yeah,